Welcome to today's episode of Connecticut Paid Leave Spotlight. My name is Amber Forrest. I am the Executive Assistant for Connecticut Paid Leave. This presentation is intended to address at a high level some specific situations where you may be considering Connecticut Paid Leave, but want to know how it may interact with other governmental benefit programs you may already be receiving or considering. There are a lot of programs available, but they apply to specific situations and have specific requirements. There are a variety of government programs for people who cannot work, but in most situations, if you qualify for one, you do not qualify for others. Sometimes this can be confusing. So the purpose of this video is to discuss some of the most common situations. So when you are trying to determine which program to apply to, you will know which program is most applicable to your situation. Today we'll discuss benefits that cannot be combined with Connecticut Paid Leave. These include unemployment insurance, workers' compensation, Social Security disability insurance as a primary, and supplemental security income. On the other hand, there are some situations where other government benefits can be combined with Connecticut Paid Leave, which we'll discuss in the second half of our video. This includes Social Security disability insurance as a dependent, Connecticut Office of Victim Services benefits, and jobs in multiple states. The Connecticut Paid Leave Act is a Connecticut law that creates a source of income replacement benefits for eligible workers who cannot work for qualifying family or medical reasons. Those reasons may include bonding leave in connection with the birth of a child or placement of a child with your family for adoption or foster care, caregiver leave to care for a family member with a serious health condition, medical leave to care for your own serious health condition, including serving as an organ or bone marrow donor, pregnancy, and childbirth. Military caregiver leave to care for a family member injured on active duty in the military. Qualifying exigency leave for when a parent, spouse, or child receives a call to or is on active duty in the military. And SAFE leave in connection with family violence or sexual assault. Individuals who work for covered employers contribute 0.5% of their wages to the Connecticut Paid Leave Trust, which funds the benefits. Most governmental benefits cannot be combined with Connecticut Paid Leave. Let's review these barred benefit programs. Unemployment insurance. UI is a program designed to provide temporary income to eligible workers who lost their job or whose hours were reduced through no fault of their own, for example, due to a layoff, plant closure, or lack of available work. To qualify for unemployment, you have to certify that you are able and available to work and actively looking for work. If you are able and available to work, Connecticut Paid Leave does not apply to you. Workers' compensation. Workers' compensation is available to you if you become injured or sick due to a work-related accident, illness, or injury. In most situations, workers' compensation is not 100% income replacement, so some people have asked if they can receive workers' compensation and Connecticut Paid Leave. The statute is explicit in stating that workers' compensation cannot be combined with Connecticut Paid Leave. The good news is this only applies to the income replacement benefits, specifically TTD and PPD benefits. If you are receiving medical-only workers' compensation benefits, that is not a bar. If you have applied for workers' compensation and have not yet been approved, you may apply for Connecticut Paid Leave benefits, but if your workers' compensation benefits are approved, you will have to pay back any Connecticut Paid Leave benefits you had received. Social Security disability insurance as a primary. SSDI pays benefits to people who can't work as a result of a medical condition that will last more than 1 year or may result in death. Once you have been approved and start receiving SSDI, that is your sole benefit source. It does not provide money for partial disability or short-term disability. Connecticut Paid Leave, on the other hand, provides a short-term benefit. It is possible to apply for Connecticut Paid Leave before you begin the process for SSDI, but you cannot receive both benefits at the same time. Once SSDI payments begin, Connecticut Paid Leave stops if not already exhausted. Supplemental security income. SSI is a needs-based program that provides cash payments to eligible individuals. SSI is separate from Social Security disability. This program applies to children with disabilities, adults with disabilities, and individuals age 65 or older with or without a disability. It is likely that an individual receiving SSI is either not working or is working but falls below the eligibility requirement to receive Connecticut paid leave benefits. Now we've covered the governmental benefits that cannot be combined with Connecticut paid leave, but there are a few that may be combined with Connecticut paid leave. Here are the situations where benefits from other programs can be combined with Connecticut paid leave. Social Security disability insurance as a dependent. If you are receiving auxiliary benefits or disability benefits for dependents, this would be payments to a spouse, ex-spouse, or child of someone who is receiving SSDI or Social Security retirement, then you may still apply for Connecticut paid leave benefits. The Office of Victim Services benefits. If you are receiving financial help from the Victim Compensation Program as a victim of a violent crime in connection with expenses that were not paid or not eligible to be paid by other financial resources such as insurance, you may still apply to Connecticut paid leave for benefits in connection with SAFE or medical leave. For more information, please visit jud.ct.gov/crime victim. Multiple jobs. If you are working multiple jobs across state lines and need to take leave for both jobs, you may apply for benefits with both state programs. Each benefit will be based on the wages you have earned under each state's paid leave program, which you have contributed to. Thank you. For more information regarding Connecticut paid leave, please visit our website at ctpaidleave.org.